Good morning, Western Hills. Hope everyone's getting off to a good start this morning. Yes, I am in my garage again. Yes, before you ask the question, I do spend a lot of time out in the garage. As I said earlier, it's one of my favorite places, and I love to come out here and tinker and all. Last Tuesday night, we were discussing in Dave's online class, Zoom meeting, and I encourage you, if you haven't been a part of that, drop in on us. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time to catch up. And we have a devotional, and we've been studying the book of James. And as David was talking about, we were talking in chapter 1, verse 13, it says, "And remember, when you are being tempted, do not say, 'God is tempting me.' God is never tempted to do wrong, and he never tempts anyone else. Temptation comes from our own desires, which entice us and drag us away. These desires give birth to sinful actions, and when sin is allowed to grow, it gives birth to death." While we were discussing that, it reminded me of a time when I was growing up. And whenever I would, and I remember our own boys doing this, when I would come to my parents and I would want to do something, or I'd done something stupid and I was getting chewed out over it, one of my excuses or reasons for wanting to do what I wanted to do was, everybody else is doing it. And I remember something that my dad said, and I remember I said it to my boys too, because it had such an impact on my decision making. He said, "Boy," he said, "you got a choice." He said, "You can be a leader or a follower. Which one are you going to be?" And that's what I want to talk about today. When we have temptations, and the Bible says not if, it says when you are tempted. We're going to be tempted. We're going to have these things, and it might not be anything major. It could be something, laughing at an off-color joke at work, or getting involved in some gossip. Maybe, getting that extra item in the grocery bag that you didn't pay for, and it's a chance to give it, instead of giving it back, well, it's free, those type of things. Or maybe something bigger, when the temptation to follow the crowd is strong. And I remember he said, you got a choice, be a leader or a follower. And he says a leader is going to do what he's supposed to do. You're going to do the right thing. If you're a leader, you're going to do, and don't care what anybody else says, what anybody else does, you're going to do the right thing. So a follower goes along with the crowd, and that's when you're going to get yourself in trouble. So as you approach this week, I'd like for you to think about that. When that temptation comes upon you, or that desire to do something maybe that you know you shouldn't do, ask yourself the question, do I want to be a leader or do I want to be a follower? Have a great day. Can't wait to see you. Hope to see you soon. Thanks.